To whiskey or not to whiskey? That is the question. The answer is everyday whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike. And welcome to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. So what do we got going on today, Dan?
So, we are one of the lucky few people.
Yes.
Or we are, what's a plural word? Whatever.
We're lucky.
We're lucky. So, we have three different High West Midwinter night drams. Am I saying that correctly?
Midwinter's night dram?
Yeah, Midwinter nights drams, which is obviously a play on word of Shakespeare's play, A Midsummer Night Dream.
Mm-hmm.
So these are three different renditions of it. So basically what the Midwinter Night Dram is, it is the Rendezvous rye finished in French port barrels, which French port barrels are very sweet.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So Mike, which exact bottles do we have this week?
All right, so to start off with, we have a Midwinter Night's Dram. This is Act 8, Scene 2. Yes.
Sorry, MWND. There you go. MWND.
After Act 8, Scene 2, we move on to the same act, Act 8, Scene 4. We'll see what the difference is.
Then we got the new.
Yeah, this is the newest one.
Shout out to my buddy Tim Griss for hooking me up with this bottle. And High West has the coolest fucking bottles on the market. Yeah. They're all hand blown glass. It's cool.
This is Act 9, Scene 5. Now, I don't expect you guys to read that. It's down here in small print.
But it's there.
It's there.
That's what we got going on right now.
Yeah.
So, we're obviously going to do the newest one last. I've never tried more than one side by side.
Me neither.
So we're going to do side by side.
Do we know the dates that these were all released?
No, I know this was... Okay, so these two, the Act 8s were released in 2019.
Okay.
No. The Act 8s were released in 2020.
I'll put it in here if we're
2020, and this is obviously the Act 9, Scene 5. It's 2021.
Yes.
This is the latest release. So we're going to basically see like how these change from year to year, if they change at all.
Yep.
I honestly don't know.
Actually, batch to batch, because don't they do 2 per year?
Yeah, they do 2
a year.
No, it's one. One
a year.
1 year. So, one batch a year, and it's obviously blended.
Mm-hmm.
So, it could stay the same, it could not. This could be...
Oh, so the act is the year.
Yeah.
The scene is the batch.
Scene is the batch.
Gotcha.
So, I guess in 2020, they did do 2 batches.
Yeah.
I could be wrong also about that, because the Act 8, Scene 2 could be 2019. I really don't know. All right, let's start it, Mike.
All right.
Let's start it. Start the fire.
So, yeah. High West, a lot of people are upset about them for switching up the way... Oh, shit. Switching up the way they change their releases.
Well, so...
I know, I'm disappointed.
They pulled... So, basically, out of the regular rotation, they pulled out the Campfire, the Rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
And the Campfire and the Rendezvous are now going to be annual releases along with the Yippee-Ki-Yay and the Midwinter and the Boar Eye. So, they're going to have 4 or 5 annual releases, and they're going to have the Bourbon... the Double Rye, and apparently the High Country, which is their American single malt, will be released into their new core. So there's going to be 3 core whiskeys. That could be... I could be wrong with the High Country. The High Country I've always wanted to try, and I can never find it. It's Utah only right
never
now.
had it either myself. So.
All right, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas. This is our Christmas special.
Yes.
So we couldn't think of a better whiskey but to do the Midwinter Night's Dram for our Christmas special.
And... how appropriate. I believe we are recording this on the winter solstice.
Is it really winter solstice?
I think today is the winter solstice.
Well, look at that.
Or is today or is tomorrow?
I think the whiskey will taste better on a winter solstice. Check it out.
I don't know. It might be tomorrow, but whatever. We're on the winter solstice.
We'll correct it too. Michael put a correction in.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. So these always taste very... They taste very shiny. It's very like black licorice to me. Mm-hmm. And then you get that nice little like sweet rye spice at the end.
You mean scent? Smell?
Smell. Yeah. Fucking Jesus Christ.
But no, so it's funny that you made that screw up because it actually translates directly to the taste anyway. Which I get a lot of rye, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
Spicy, a little bit of cinnamon in there, but then the port. Or is it the port or the vermouth?
It's port.
The port takes
vermouth
over.
is Yippee-Ki-Yay.
Yeah, that's true. RIP. R.I.P. Yippee-Ki-Yay.
So sad. So sad.
the port really shows through on the back end. So you're hit hard with those stereotypical rye spice notes, rye characteristics, and then boom, the port aging follows.
I really get
so
I get like plums and figs.
Yeah.
Big time. I get dark fruit on the
sugar
palate.
plum fairies running about.
Yeah, definitely on the back end, big hit.
Yep.
It gets a little hot. I don't know the proofage on this. They're not crazy. Yeah, 49.3. Yeah, it's 98.6.
Normal proofage, pretty much.
All right, so obviously it's a starting point, so we don't know, but I like it. It's really good. It's every year. This is the most consistent LTO or limited time offer that comes out. It's the most consistent, and it's one of my favorites to buy every year. And I would encourage anyone who hasn't bought it to try to find it or to try some way to drink it. It's really a phenomenal bottle. All right, so let's grab our next bottle here. So we got Act 8, Scene 4. So any of you guys are new to High West, which I doubt there'll be a few people here that haven't heard of them. Mm-hmm. They're based out of Park City, Utah.
Yeah.
Am I right there? Park City? Yeah. Have the hat on. It says somewhere on here. So Park City, Utah, and they're known for their twist on American traditional whiskey, rye whiskey, and bourbon, and blended whiskey.
I love these labels.
What they are most known for, obviously, is probably this release, is their Midwinter Night's Dram. But also, they have the world's only ski-up gastropub.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Very factual.
You can literally ski into a bar stool and then get a glass of whiskey. It's awesome. All right, so Act 8, Scene 4.
Yep.
Let's give it a shot.
Oh, right off the bat.
The nose is slightly different.
Yeah, a lot more port on the back end. The barrel.
I get more port, but I get more like dillweed.
A little bit.
Dill pickle or dillweed.
I'm getting a lot of oak and port off.
Yeah, there's more wood influence on this nose than the wood. Prior edition. Much sweeter. Much sweeter. Don't die.
I swallowed wrong. This is not the whiskey.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Oh, I did it again. I just did this on like 3 episodes ago, too.
I'm Prison Mike.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta retake.
Alright, go back. Yeah, go back. I'm saying this is a little sweeter than the Act 8 Scene 2.
Someone's gotta teach me how to drink again. I don't know why I keep doing this. Alright.
Much sweeter to me.
A lot sweeter. The rye notes come down a bit.
I think they soften the edges on it a little bit, personally.
Okay, so I think it's a little harsher.
See, I'm the opposite. I thought this kicked a little harder.
They're both 98.6.
Yeah, so they're not gonna change that. I don't think, because this is.
I don't know. The sweetness is definitely amplified in this one over this one. The rye spice, the cinnamon, the cardamom, all those traditional, the dill, all those traditional rye characteristics, to me, fade out a little bit, and that port comes up in this one. So it's definitely interesting.
The port, the port influence is definitely more apparent here, and I think there's more wood influence here.
Regardless, it doesn't matter what you taste. It doesn't matter what I taste. The point is, they're different.
Yeah, there is a difference. That was the whole point. It's not what we like better or worse. The point of this episode was to prove that there is a difference year to year.
Definitely, and it's there. It's a noticeable difference, and I like that. I think that's cool because that just shows it's not just a marketing gimmick. They're not just labeling them different things. Like, there is truly a difference between these two bottles.
Each year they're trying to improve, they're tinkering, they're trying to change something. And I appreciate that. I really do like that. I think that some of the best whiskeys in the world, that is one of the main characteristics, is an evolution.
Yes, I do too.
And every year, obviously on the back, it's a different act, it's a different scene, so you're going to have a different,
Act 4, Scene 1 all the way across.
Okay, whatever.
Well, okay, so to clarify, the back is just a general description of what a Midwinter's Night Dram is and what this vertical series, not even vertical, but what this series is. So the back will always remain the same.
All right, so I was a little misunderstood.
That's just them explaining what the hell they're doing here.
This is a fresh crack.
I know, I appreciate that.
Okay. Wait, right here's the best part about all this. Quiet on set. ASMR time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's really good.
That was a good pop.
Fuck!
Oh, now it's dirty. Great pop. Great pop. Let's clean that off. Get a little cleany. A little good old shirt clean,
Alright.
Because we don't care. And my ornament that I put on there, keep that. Little bit.
All right.
All I need.
And then we're just going to
recork that bad boy. All right.
get him back on here. So, Act 9, Scene 5, 2021 release. This came out about a month ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a month and a couple days. Whatever. So, the nose is different again.
All right, so the nose changed, but it's definitely more reminiscent or more comparable. Oh, really? I thought the second one.
The first one.
I don't know.
I don't get as much wood on this one.
I can't smell that for shit. This bottle's so low. Hold on, this one's higher. Yeah, the first one. I retract my. Yeah, the first one definitely. But it's got a big, bold nose.
Yeah,
very
bold.
Like oak. A lot of oak. I smell a lot of oak. I'm a little clogged, just a tiny bit.
I'm a little clogged too, so I'm like,
and no, it's not COVID.
To me, this is more. This is more like rye bread to me. I get less wood, and I get more rye seed or rye bread on the nose. Obviously, it's a rye whiskey. The base of rye is whiskey, so you should be getting that. But it's almost like a bright rye. It's like citrusy almost.
I'm gonna stick with my.
It actually, honestly, if you crack open some like
rye.
Pepperidge Farm rye bread, it's what this smells like. It literally just smells like a Pepperidge Farm rye bread loaf.
I'm gonna stick with oak and rye. Those are the big, big noses I'm getting off.
I got a little pepper note. I got a little
black pepper.
Yeah, a little black pepper going on right now.
And we should. It's a rye, so we should.
All right, so
let's see. Okay. You want me to go first?
It's a neck pour, so it's going to be hotter.
It is going to be hotter, but that's not it. This is 100% more reminiscent of a rye than it is a port blend.
Yeah, I think the port blend is not as influenced here.
No.
I'm definitely getting more of a heavy rye kick.
A lot of rye. So that's interesting. Because
so it's a big rye.
We started off mild. This one definitely more port.
Yeah,
a lot
more
sweeter.
Port, so a little sweeter.
This is hitting. This is definitely more rye. But hold on. Now I'm starting to taste the reminiscent flavors, or the residual flavors. I'm getting a lot more of the port. I'm talking like way after you ingest it. Like this is coming up on my tongue on the back end.
All right.
Port is starting.
I'll take
to come
a minute here.
through.
I'll take a minute here.
Almost like a little sweet candy kind of. But I'm talking not
after.
It's way after. It's delayed. It's very delayed.
It's almost like a syrupy.
Yeah, you get it on the back of your tongue. A little delayed. But up front and your initial taste, big rye notes.
Yeah.
Very big rye notes. And I kind of like that.
So yeah,
we're coming on to rye.
These two, I think, were a little less aggressive. This one kind of hits you up front a little harder. Obviously, it's a neck pour, so it's going to be slightly hotter. But the spice is more immediate more immediate to your palate than here, where this kind of like these two kind of slow play it.
Yeah, this is straight and to the point. This one doesn't screw around.
So yeah, like, and obviously I'm sure there's people out there like, oh, like we knew you. How didn't you know they change year to year? I've never done this.
And we know they change year to year, but we've never actually tasted them.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've had more than just one of them.
I don't know, there's obviously I don't know many people that have 3 bottles. Yeah. Because obviously within a year you're probably gonna drink one of them unless you get 2. But I don't know many people who have done a vertical.
And we're not saying those people don't exist.
There's just no one who films it.
Yeah, in our immediate friend groups and acquaintances, we don't know anyone personally who has all 3 in succession and has saved them to do verticals. You know, we know people who have bought them, drank them, discarded them. On to the next one. So this is a first for us trying multiple back to back.
So that port note really doesn't come in until like ninth inning, latter part of the game here. It's
way delayed.
Where I almost don't like. Not that I don't like this. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my favorite because I think the port is thoroughly infused throughout the palate. And the oak note is thoroughly infused throughout the palate.
I definitely like this one the best myself as well.
Yeah.
That one's just super well balanced.
So Act 8, Scene 4.
Yep.
At the end of the day, all I'm going to say is that High West Midwinter Night's Dram is awesome.
Phenomenal.
No matter what you get, it's all good. It's solid. And for a collector, this is like a collector's dream.
Yeah. All 3 of these are great. This one just happens to stand out a little bit above the others.
And there's no winning here. We just want to make a point that, these do change. They are different. They do have a good evolution.
I know.
And if you guys have the privilege of finding a bottle for a decent price, more power to you. Any closing notes here?
I think we wrapped it up. We accomplished what we set out to accomplish, and that was to define the difference between each of these. And there is, in fact, a difference between each of these. It is not just a marketing gimmick. It's not just smoke and mirrors. They're not just playing on Act 4, scene whatever. There is a difference between each act and scene, and I love that. That's awesome.
It's the perfect balance of good marketing, good branding, and solid product.
Yep.
It's truly one of my favorite releases every year, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I've said it already. But happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
and
guys.
Holidays.
Happy holidays. Cheers.
Cheers.